you give us our little recap there, Frank?
Last episode, it was very much you fucked around and you found out, and it was a hot date. That is like the
fair.
quick and dirty recap.
When I edit this, could I just give like a last episode recap and then just put that little section there and just move on? Okay, great. Perfect.
Absolutely.
And then make it a short and put it on the TikTok.
It'll be beautiful.
Hey viewers, if only you could see our backstage chat right now. Yep. Now I remember why my last comment was exactly that. Continue, please. Let's
fuck around and find out.
See, also, if you're one of our patrons at the highest level, you do get to see our backstage chat starting with episode 3.
So yeah, recap of last episode was very much that. So where we are starting today. Lakeisha, you have been pulled into the office of the director of the local branch. A file was brought on her desk. Oh. As you're well aware, I do like to keep an eye on all my agents. You are no exception. And she started filtering through some of the file. One thing I've noticed, I have not yet received your report from last night's incident. However, your alias was flagged, which was brought to my attention. Before we proceed, would you care to elaborate?
I think Lakeisha takes just a half a second before she says no, she'd rather not. And instead she says, well, it's as simple as was reported to you. I was operating undercover as usual. Had to make a judgment call on the spot because local law enforcement, as they often do, stuck their nose where they weren't needed. And that's why I sent you the whole Mr. Anderson page thing. Sorry. I did add an apology there as well, as you saw. But basically, we were investigating a what on the outside looked like an animal attack, but we got plenty more going on. Your instincts were correct to send me along.
So, what I'm hearing is I should expect a full detailed report by the end of the day.
Of course, I'm good for it.
Is that so? And you can see that she divides the pile of paperwork that she has in 2 piles. One being your actual report, and one being more or less follow-up work regarding your work, which is much, much denser.
And now I admit, because events have been moving along kind of fast, it has gotten ahead of me. You're absolutely right. I should get right on it.
So you're telling me that the church incident is still ahead of you, which happened a few weeks ago.
And she legit considers and is like, damn, needs to get ahead of me. Boy.
Where I do believe eyewitness did see you walk into that establishment. fully armed, where this establishment was intended to be a museum. Now, Agent Owl, would you also care to explain to me? And she pushed you in front of you a very long list of various items. The justification for all of these?
Oh, you got my requisition. Yeah, okay. So
I would not call that so much a requisition as missing items from the inventory. Could you explain why you are using all these GPS tracking devices? Are you yet to see any report of why any beast or creature that should be investigated did require such things? Do you think that we'd not keep an eye on our things, Agent Owl?
she takes a moment to consider, and she's looking over the list, and she's like, and she doesn't answer at first, but she's looking over it, and then she pages through like, oh yeah. This is a pretty accurate list. Listen,
I know
it's been a while since you've been out there in the field, so I mean, you already know what a GPS tracker does, right? You've got me among this group of civilians, right? And they don't necessarily stay in one spot, okay? Want me to do my job effectively enough? I gotta have the toys to do it. Simple as that. What do you think? I'm actually hawking these things over at Radio Shack or something?
last time verified civilian espionage is not part of your job description.
To my knowledge, there is no job description for what we do around here. So just put it this way. You gave me a job to keep in the eye and keep tabs, right? That's exactly what I'm doing. And I promise I will get my reports in order, and I will be happy to give you a line-by-line item, what each item was used for. Would that satisfy your requirement?
For now. As part of this, any item that you will check out of inventory and that will be used in the field or not will either be returned or the use of it will have to be justified. I shall be keeping a very close eye on you.
Hey, listen.
You may.
We're in the business that we're in. I would expect nothing less.
Remember, just because you're a legacy doesn't mean that you're an exception. Now,
Which, by the way, speaking of legacy, now I know for a fact that, listen, if my paperwork gets behind, I understand that, things get busy around here, right? But how's my request going for the further information on my father's death going? How's that? Any progress? Haven't heard anything for months now, actually. So it's great that you bring that up.
well, I do believe the latest information was indeed conveyed to you. I do believe the case was also closed years ago.
Right.
They may do a follow-up. Now, if anything is heard, you shall be the first to know. In the meantime, I do believe it is the time of year where you should indeed have your yearly evaluation with Dr. Foster.
Ah, jeez. Come on. Come on. You really gonna make me go through this?
It is not a request. It is an order. It is mandatory for all of our agents to have their yearly appointment minimum with Dr. Foster for their yearly psych eval, just to make sure that all of our agents with the auras that they see on field are indeed in top shape to perform.
I mean, you do realize that this is going to take more time away from getting my reports together. You do realize that, right? Just putting that out there. I mean, you know, after all, I'm legacy. You can kind of cut your girl a break a little bit, you know?
As I previously stated, even though you're legacy, you are no exception. I don't do exceptions.
Understood.
So, you report by the end of the day. I do believe Dr. Foster, as you penciled in our office, you are free to go.
Before she gets up to go, there's a little bit of a creak. And as she gets up, you might take a look at the armchair that she's been sitting in, and part of it is crumpled just a little bit where her metal hand was a few moments ago.
Yeah.
But she just takes it in stride, gets up, and walks right out.
She's completely unfazed. Now, that's as keeper. Lakeisha, what is your plan of action here? You do have a quick appointment, and you do have some work, or is there anything else that you wish to?
There is a balancing act she's doing in her mind right now. Which item is the worst item right now? Going to this appointment or filling out the reports? She figures, you know what? The appointment is finite, so it's an hour of my life that I won't get back, but it's only an hour. So sure, we'll get that done and over with first. And so she will make her way to the doc's office. On the way, she'll be typing in on her pager. She'll be sending a message to her friend Mimi. Something to the effect of, boss lady knows the jig is up. Paperwork central, and she'll know that means that I'm basically stuck and buried in paperwork for the rest of the day. And she'll type in the initials MYM, which stands for Miss You More, because it's kind of a little thing that she's got going back and forth with
All right.
her.
Perfect. So, with that, from what I understand, you are going for your psych eval.
Correct.
It's not, the office of Dr. Foster is not very difficult to find. If you've been working here for a day or 20 years, it's one of the first things that you are aware of where it is. Or
And
door.
I think on her way to the office, she's she's reflecting on that. Actually, she's reflecting on the fact that for all the definitely over a decade at least of service that she's put in, this runaround that she seems to be getting about her father's death that happened so long ago when she was still in high school, knowing the things that go bump in the night that she's expected to bump back against now in her current position, she doesn't, she's agitated.
Yeah, which is
whereas
valid.
she tried to as in the office when she was just speaking with her boss, she tried to push all that down and so cool, calm, and collected exterior. But as soon as she leaves that office, like she probably slammed the door a little harder than she needed to. And yeah, she's agitated. She's taking in the smell of stale coffee, the hey, how you doing? And the chatter going back and forth. And she feels like she's in this fishbowl a little bit. That makes sense? Where it's like, she's uncomfortable for sure.
Perfect. So it doesn't take you too long to be in front of Dr. Foster's office. Her door is currently open, which indicate that she is currently not occupied with anybody. From just like a little crack in the door, you are able to see the usual couch where people that visit can sit, and part a bit in the back, you are able to see the corner of her desk, and you hear some scratching of pen on paper.
And she still remembers some madness, so she knocked. Yo, Doc! How you doing? Can I come in?
Oh, yes, please, come in. And what you see is this youngish woman, probably mid-20s, maybe mid to late 20s. Her hair completely pulled back, brunette, with little mousy glasses, and she's this very petite person that it's the kind of person that if the wind blows too hard, you are afraid that she was gonna fucking fly away. Oh, please come in. I was expecting you.
Hey there,
Please,
Doc. Good
close
to
the door and
see
have a
you.
seat.
Oh yeah, sure. Closes the door, and tries to look as as collected as possible. But again, she's a little bit agitated, and she says, "Yeah, Doc. Boss lady sent me over. I know it's been a minute since I've come over to see you.
Yes, a year and 10 days, exactly.
Yeah, wow. Okay. Yeah, I forgot that you really count those beans, don't you? Well, yeah, I just, I come by when I need to. But for now, boss lady says I need to, so I'm here.
Well, in that case, again, close door, have a seat. It should be very short and quick as per usual, unless there's anything that is raise some questions. In that case, we don't worry, we can dive in deeper. If you have any question or concerns or things that you wish to talk about, you may do so here. This is probably the best place for you to. exploring things that you may sometimes not even know about. But how have you been?
Wow, that's a way to ask a reloaded question there, Doc. I, physically, I'm doing good. You haven't gotten a chance to see the new upgrade. It's really nice, really good. Doing really good. I've got a little more oomph with this one, and now after all the red tape I had to go through just to get it, now I got a sweet ride that actually matches the color. I'm telling you, it's a thing of beauty. Only took me 7 years to get, but listen, I'm not complaining.
And you're adapting well to the new prosthetic, and no, are you still experiencing any phantom pain?
No pain. Matter of fact, I've been at Iron Man level these days. I mean, like I said, this has been a real sweet upgrade. The guys at R&D, they do great work.
Now, as you're well aware, I do tend to go over the previous case file that you may have worked on, just to know if there's anything there that could be potentially seen as any signs of distress. Any issue, dreams, recurring dreams, nightmare, feeling about any of your recent case?
Well, and the doc would see her twitch for a second when she mentions dreams. And she would kind of take a breath and say, well, there's always the dream that I've had for years now. And she's actually starting to fidget with a necklace that she's wearing, and it's attached to this fang that came from the crime scene where her dad died. She keeps it on her, but nobody really knows that it's there. It's underneath her clothes usually. And but she's just fiddling with it, kind of absent-mindedly. And she says, yeah, I mean, that dream has never really gone away. Still get it every so often, not more than usual, but no. I mean, there's nothing new that I can say about that, Doc. I mean, what can I say? It's not like my dad was father of the year. I mean, you know this. I've already told you how he used to treat me and my family, but I mean, does anybody really deserve to die like that? I mean, I can't get out of my head how shredded his body was.
Understandable. And I mean, that is obviously not anything for me to decide. But have you been, beside myself, talking about and opening about this, any dreams or trauma related to that, or memories related to that in recent times with anybody else? You know that it was, as our previous recommendation, it would do you probably some good.
And I think when the doc says that, she'll like kind of where she was comfortable, and she just got finished telling the doc that she didn't have any phantom pains. I think she starts, just right around her rotator cuff. Just again, absent-mindedly. She's not even aware she's really doing it. But
And you can see she's like talking to you and scribbling at the same time.
yeah, I mean, thing of it is, Doc, can I be real honest with you? I mean, I know these sessions are mandatory and whatnot, but I mean, these civvies that I'm supposed to be looking at, though, right? I got one that's, I mean, still a high schooler who doesn't even, feel loved by her family at this point. You got another young one who is figuring themselves out and figuring out how to go about their life without having an extra voice in their head. Don't even get me started about the hapless star-crossed lovers. I mean, oh my god. I mean, it's a total soap opera shit show going on. And you know what? In a strange way, it actually takes me away from whatever the fuck depressing shit that I could possibly be going. So, all due respect, I mean, the only thing I can say is that I still don't feel like the higher ups are being straight with me. I mean, how do you come at me with, oh, you haven't gotten your paperwork done? Meanwhile, I'm trying to get to the bottom of what the hell creature took my father limb from limb. Like, do you really think that there's that much of a decision to make there as far as priority? Come on. I mean, it fucking pisses me off. You want to know how I feel right now, right here? I feel pissed off.
Scribbling, which is perfectly fine, especially since that then with your father, that is still obviously very much lingering on your mind, still troubling both your nights and days. It's the loss of somebody like that is, especially in such circumstances, is not an easy thing to process. And one would never expect you to come to terms with it. And I'm glad that you open about it. It's better than last time, at least.
Yeah, well, Doc, I hate to tell you, but where I come from, you're pretty much expected to shrug it off, walk it off. I mean, until you die. And then you're still expected to walk it off at that point. You know what I mean? I mean, come on.
And
what really gets to me is that actually, back up a second. Do I have it right that these sessions are confidential? I mean, be straight with me, Doc. I mean, unless I'm a danger to somebody, of course, I understand. I mean, tell whoever you need to, but one-on-one, just you and me, yeah?
no, absolutely. Everything that you confide in me is strictly held between you and myself within the realm of the law, unless it is indeed going to be something that would be either a danger to yourself or other people.
I mean, it's one thing to have these creepy crawly creatures that are out there, and sure, logical mind can get behind that and say, yeah, okay, they exist. But have you ever believed in anything that exists, I don't know, beyond the veil as an apparition in hell, having a casual conversation with you?
Now, if you are asking me if I do believe in the concept of heaven and hell, and all that in may mean, is that your question here?
Sure. Why don't we start there?
Well, with the line of business that this bureau is doing, there's all sort of things that we encounter. Whether there is indeed heaven or hell, or something that is an equivalent, I'm still very much uncertain. Some creature would definitely like to say that they are indeed sent from hell, or we would like to see them being sent from hell, at least in some way. It is reassuring for the human psyche to believe that there is a concept of possible eternal reward or punishment for evildoer. But if I do believe in it myself, I must say I'm quite still undecided. Is the truth out there? Probably. The only way that I may find out is upon my death, so, which I hope it's not soon. So.
Well, then let me
But
ask you this then. If you believe that there's a heaven and a hell, and you were desperate enough, say you wanted something so badly that you thought the only way that you could get it is maybe first to pray for it to the heaven. And then, after you didn't get it, well, you started calling on the other place.
Are these
Would
thoughts
you?
that have crossed your mind? Have you
Call it a
been
hypothetical.
hypothetical? That's quite a question. I would have to think about it. But what intrigues me here is, why are you bringing such question? It seems to me that you have probably been thinking about this quite a lot for yourself.
What amazes me is when people are comfortable, they have no worries, they're going through the mundane, people are always quick to say, no, you do what's right, what's good, stay in the light. But until you're out in the field like we are, you really have no idea what you're talking about, in my opinion.
I can only imagine. I'm not a field agent myself. But
listen, Doc, you were don't feel a way about it either. You were the smart one.
So I've been told. But just to go back to, just to better understand how you're doing overall. Any trouble sleeping recently, or in the past few months?
Doc, I love it when you ask me these funny questions. What is this sleep you say? Yeah, sleep.
So nothing has changed, essentially, from what I hear.
Nope. I mean, it hasn't gotten worse.
No,
But
I see that. Obviously, there's some certain subject, such as the amount of red tape or the passing of your father that still troubles you. But outside of that, anything else that has been more irritating or caused possible outbursts of anger in recent times?
what? Other than Johnson leaving the stale coffee in the coffee maker every day? I mean, could the man just remember to dump the grinds by the time the afternoon shift comes around?
Outside of that, anything in your daily work, daily life outside of work that may have caused sudden outbursts of anger.
Not at all, Doc. You know me. I keep to myself most days. I make sure I get up early enough. I exercise the arm. Go through my usual existential drama in my own mind. Do my job. Look after the civvies. File reports occasionally, and rinse and repeat.
Understandable. And-
Although, I may have found somebody.
well, good for you.
Oh, you heard that, did you? Yeah, okay. Yeah, all right.
I have very keen ears.
I mean, it's not that big a thing. I mean, it's in progress. It's in progress. But hard to find somebody that understands what being out in the field is like, and I don't know why I'm getting all weird and nervous about this. I mean, it's I'd rather keep their name out of it though. For now.
That's perfectly fine. You can refer them by any alias if you want. It's up to you.
Listen, and it's not like you're a relationship coach either. My apologies. I'm sorry. I didn't even mean to. Don't worry about it. I'm fine. I just
don't worry.
It's the I find I can trust them.
That's good. So no, you're feeling a bit less on guard then.
I mean, I don't trust anybody, Doc. I mean, you know me. And that has kept me alive for many years. Thank you very much. But I don't know. Am I getting soft in my old age? Is that what's happened? I don't know. I feel a little... Oh, what's that V word? Vulnerable. I guess. Yeah. Maybe it makes me feel a little uncomfortable.
All right. And I'm assuming nothing that recently pushed you to be a bit more reckless or a bit more self-destructive regarding your actions or...
Actually, that's another thing I'm worried about too. A little bit. Like, the best thing we can do as field agents is to be cool, collected, make decisions calmly, be logical, be analytical, right? And people are supposed to be just a job, but a couple times out there, I just couldn't see them coming to harm like they almost did, like some of them did, and it hit me. And she's playing with the chain again with the thing.
Yeah, I figure when you were doing that.
And yeah, it just, I don't know. I guess it knocked me for a loop a little bit, and
All right.
I don't know how to even feel about any of that. But well, you asked, so there you go.
Indeed. Now, we're about to. I think I have a decent amount of information here. Don't worry, I don't want to take too much of your time, as you've made it abundantly clear that you have quite a paperwork to do. So, what are we gonna do? You've done this before. We're just gonna play this little game. I'm gonna show you something. You just tell me the first word that comes to your mind. No need to elaborate or go anywhere beyond. Just tell me the first thing that comes to your mind. All right?
Yeah, sure. Let's go.
All right. And for this, y'all, I have fucking props.
Oh shit! Here we go.
Hopefully, my camera will pick it up
We
nice. Okay.
love props. Thank you, Frank.
Oh. Tell me what you see.
Demon.
All right. And I will actually make note of that on the paper. All right, interesting. How about this one?
Bear.
Oh, it's that one has a hard time with camera. About this one.
Doc, if you wanted to show me dirty pictures, we didn't have to do ink blots about it, you know.
Okay. There's only a few more. How about this one?
And when she looks at that one, she has a visceral reaction. And then she catches herself and says, just show me another one, Doc. I don't want to see them.
All right. Freaking fucking right. And how about this one?
Butterfly.
Yeah, that's what most people do see with that one. Yeah, I actually went and brought up like the actual like Rorschach ink blot.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
no, I recognize these. Bravo for props, y'all.
How about this one?
Gravestone.
And everybody at home can play along.
Everyone at home is too busy trying to decode what Lakeisha is saying right now.
How about this one?
It looks like a chasm.
Sadly, my printer does not print in color. So. I think we have a color printer, but I'm out of ink for it. Oh, jeez, camera. This one.
Oh. Beeps? Maybe.
Interesting.
On the ends there,
All right, there's only 2 more left. Don't worry. We're almost done here.
All right.
How about this one?
Reminds me of a river.
And this last one. The camera can pick it up.
Flower.
Thing. All right. Well, before I let you go, anything else you would like to discuss? As you know, we have a yearly appointment that is mandatory, but feel free to always book an appointment or knock on my door if I see it open.
Yeah, I mean, is it not saying that I would need it or anything, but if I needed to page you, would that be okay? I don't want to be too forward or interrupt your schedule or whatnot.
I do like to keep my things during my working hours as much as possible. But if there's any note or time that you need to see me, in case of an emergency, there's an emergency contact number. But please only in case of emergency. Otherwise, I'm here Monday to Friday.
Of course. And listen, Doc, you've always shown me such respect, and I'm sorry if I was, abrasive or whatnot. It's just, I thank you.
Nope, anytime. You're free to go.
Yep. Okay.
And
Yep.
I
and
shall
out.
do my own fair share of paperwork here.
I think before she even finishes her sentence, Lakeisha's up and out of the chair and out of the door.
Yeah.
Can't get out of there fast enough.
And you can tell that she's immediately already going back to work based on whatever information was provided here. She does not waste time while her thoughts and notes, which are just like mine, very poorly scribbled, because my handwriting is absolute garbage. But she lets you go. Now, before we move on, any last thing you wish to do within the confine of this building?
Is there any answer back from Lakeisha's page that she sent to Mimi?
Not at this time. However, it is a day of the week. She is most likely deep in her work right now, within working hours. So, to have a quick answer is not something that you will probably get here.
Understood. Then she will take full opportunity to go back to whatever desk is actually hers in this building that she probably hasn't visited for weeks. Sits down, starts filling out her paperwork that she's been
putting off,
procrastinating on. Correct.
Perfect. So, with that being wrapped up, paperwork being done, and things like that, the rest of you that are outside and about in somewhere in Fairwick, any important business that you wish to attend on that fine day, following the let's call them interesting event of the nights before.
Percy has a favor to ask Cade, because I believe Cade's still at his house currently. And I think because they had a conversation, they probably spent a long amount of time writing down all of their evidence for Cade's theories prior about her new friends. Are they friends, associates? I don't know what we refer to them as, but Cade's new friends. And I think he's gonna look at them after like they're wrapping up, and I'll just say, hey, your car, it works, right?
Yes.
I realize now that was a dumb question. Could you potentially drop me off at the high school before you head home?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you. To be clear, my car also works and I could drive it there, but I would like to pick up Tiff and then, we'd have two cars and that would be weird. I'm over explaining this. Yeah, if you could just give me a ride, that would be great. Thanks.
Yeah, no problem.
Cool. And when do you want to bring this? And he'll point to all the papers they've been writing on up with the rest of the group.
I mean, probably as soon as possible. Depends on how busy everyone else is today. Maybe tonight. Everyone can get together.
Tonight sounds good. Okay. Thanks. Well, let's just get going. I don't ever fucking know what to say to you. What? Words? I just like stand up and walk out the door and say, I'm going to your car.
And she'll get up and follow.
Okay. Yeah, he just wants to go pick up Tiff in her own car because, that's a chivalrous thing to do.
That's what he's known for, right?
Yeah, chivalry.
Chivalry.
Yeah. Percy does want to pick her up whenever she's finished with school and talk to her, but I'll wait to whenever that occurs.
So Tiff that morning, she went home, walked in the house like she owned the fucking house, and just immediately goes to her sister's bedroom because the two younger girls share a room.
Mm-hmm.
And she looks and she can see the light under the bathroom door. So she knows Becky Lynn's in the bathroom because she's 13 and thinks she's hot shit. So she takes all of the time in the morning and she's going to duck real quick into their bedroom and check on April and just be like, April, it's Tiff. Can I come in?
Sure.
And she'll go in real quick and she's got a little piece of paper and she shoves it in her hand and goes, I'm not going to be home as often as I normally am. If that one starts picking on you or mom and dad give you shit, that's Jimmy's number. That's Mr. Banks's number. That's Miss Bia's number. You call them in that order and ask for me. And I will come right home if I'm there.
Okay.
Okay. Obviously, me and mama are fighting. And daddy isn't talking to me right now. There's a lot going on that you're going to probably find out that's going to be really difficult to understand. So we're not going to worry about it. All you got to do is know that if you need me, you call me. Okay?
Okay.
I got to go get ready for school. And she kisses her on the top of the head, runs to the bathroom, rips Becky Lynn away from the mirror and kicks her out. Washes her face, does her makeup a la Cade with the darker eyeshadow and gets she's going full goth video vixen. She's not having any of it. Goes to her room, gets dressed. She went to the drive-in with Jimmy and a bunch of people a couple weeks ago, and there's this new movie coming out next spring called Flashdance, and she's obsessed with the shirt. So she went and she had her aunt stitch her one out of an old sweatshirt because her mom would never. And they're not selling them yet, obviously, but they will be.
No.
They're going to be all the rage, and she can feel it. So she went and had one of her aunts who likes her a lot fix it. And immediately just packs her stuff for the day, gets in her car and leaves. And if her mom even tries to talk to her, she's going to roll her eyes and walk past her.
No problem. You don't see your mom. Can you, however, just as things are going very quick,
Sure. What do I got to do?
just roll me just sharp.
7. So a mixed success.
Mixed success. It probably takes you a few passes because you went in the house and went outside.
Mm-hmm.
And as you're pulling away, and you turn, you know where your dad usually parks.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know that it snowed the other day, but it hasn't snowed at all today.
Right.
There should be tracks where he usually parks because he will have left in the morning. There is none.
So he didn't come home after church the previous day. Or he came home and got his car before it started snowing and left. Because they took my mom's car to church. So, ooh. Okay.
Yep. Something to that effect. You're not exactly sure. You have not talked to anybody about anything recently. So.
Yeah, I haven't talked to either of them
because you have been
at all.
actively avoiding people.
Yeah, I've been actively avoiding, and he's been going to work on his days off, and Mondays are a day off. So I would have assumed he would have been home the night previous and then
Yep.
gone to work. But
that's a little
obviously
piece of
not.
information that you pick up that you just quickly grasp as you're leaving.
all right, well then she's definitely like, okay, that's a thing we're gonna have to address at some point. But she's just like, nah, I'm good. And books. She gets in the car and she just kind of goes. And she heads to school, and she's just, she knows she doesn't have to be to school on time because she has AP literature first period, and being the type A bitch that she is, she's already done her term paper. It's already been in. So her teacher doesn't care if she shows up. She sits through AP bio and just kind of grits her teeth through the whole thing because she's trying not to punch Casey and really not trying to cuss out the teacher. And then just kind of goes through the rest of the day. And if Percy's coming to get her at that hour, she'd be hanging out. He wouldn't see her car in the parking lot, put it that way.
Okay. Perfect. All right. So I'm assuming for the rest, we're mostly going through most of the motions, unless both Kate and Bea have anything that they're going through or doing specific that day.
Timeout real quick because Bea is not on screen. I didn't even see you get back in. So
You will also have to adjust our auto gain.
Yep, I'm working on it right now.
Bea just faded from existence, and we're like, oh shit. All right, I'll see ya.
Yeah, well,
Freeze
this is why
frame.
we film ahead, is we can deal with tech issues. Sorry, Sarah, I totally did not see you pop back in. I had a window open. Okay, well, that's not how you paste something, Panda. Do your fucking job. It's because it's different on Apple and PC, and I've been working on my thing all day. There we go.
No.
Sorry about that. It's fixed now. Time in.
All right.
Oh, good.
Just go ahead.
Yeah, Bea does not have anything particular. She is very annoyed with herself that she didn't grab a hat before the expedition outside the day before, because she is not having a good time with this cold. And being a solid 80s mom, she's absolutely blaming it on the fact that she wasn't adequately prepared for the weather. And is very grouchy as she goes through the winter training for her softball team.
Losing her voice with like big snot and tissue in her pockets.
Oh, she's trying to yell directions to the team, and it's just like not working.
And some of the students may be very well aware of that, and some of them may be giving you extra hard time for it.
Oh, absolutely.
Because kids are dicks.
Yup. Especially when they know that it's a relatively lenient authority figure.
Yeah. Perfect. Yeah, it is a rough day for you, but nothing that some soup, some tea, and some rest may be able to solve. But for that, you need to have the rest, which is not something easy to have when you have to work. Perfect.
And not something that Bia lets herself do much anyways.
Probably not. It's not one of her personality traits. She's not proficient in rest. Perfect. Cade, anything that you are doing on this fine day?
No, I'm just driving. She's driving
driving?
Percy, right?
Yeah, I do believe you are. All right. So, driving good old Percy Chivalrous Banks. That is his middle name now.
No one has ever called him that before, and no one will ever call him that again.
Yep. All right. So, the rest of the day goes by without any incident. Paperworks get done. Eventually, you're able to get some rest between class and get some well-deserved tea. One of your fellow teacher does offer you to put some bourbon in your tea, as you know, a proper colleague will do.
Yep, it's the football coach. They're like big rival buddies, that type. So she's just like, no, Frank, you keep that bourbon.
Look, it helped me when I'm sick, and I'm never sick because I drink my bourbon with my coffee.
Yeah, it's that Kentucky part of you, I swear to God. Just put the bourbon in everything, honestly.
Always trust in the power of Kentucky whiskey.
Yeah, I'll at least keep it for after hours. Or is that why your team ain't got a championship in 10 years?
Look, we're gonna get the champ this year. We have star players. We're gonna get it this year.
Yep. Hopefully you'll make it
It's
to
been like a string
semifinals.
of bad luck. All right. So, day goes by.
Above board, they lost Casey. They ain't winning shit this year.
I lost Pend on my side.
I can still hear.
Yeah,
Same.
it went wonky on me, but
Oh, okay.
Oh, weird.
I will.
That was weird. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's all good now.
Cool.
Love it.
All right.
Yay, tech issues.
It happens. Sometimes people go to.
So are we like coming to the end of the school day?
Yeah, it's the end of the school day. Anything that you wish to take care of during that end of the school day before we proceed to a bit more in the future?
Yeah, I mean, Percy definitely wanted to find Tiff's car and like wait by it. So if it's not findable, this is gonna sound so bad, but he can't really go into the school.
No, but did you get there like right at the end of the day, or was it like a little bit earlier?
I imagine it was just a little bit earlier, like not a lot, just soon before the class starts to get out.
Well, if he starts wandering the parking lot for like 5 or 10 minutes looking for her car, probably about 5 minutes before final bell, he's gonna hear the engine rear up, and it's gonna back out of the shop out of auto shop. So at the very back of the school, there is an auto shop that for the people in auto shop class, and you hear her car rev up inside the school and back out. And you're going to watch her boyfriend back her car out. And then she's going to walk out behind him. Because she took study hall, and what she's been doing is she's letting the guys in auto shop fuck around with her car because her boyfriend takes auto shop. And because they found a GPS tracker on it and decided to plug it up under the principal's car. So now every other day it goes in there and they search the entire car to figure out what it is. Now everybody thinks it's Casey playing tricks on her. She knows it's not, but she's letting everybody think it's Casey. And they're like taking it and putting it on random teachers' cars.
Percy is for sure not going to show up in public while she's with other people with everything else going on. So he's just going to sit back and watch, very confused, and just like stare and observe the situation, but say nothing.
Oh my God. Wow.
Very, very important question here. So, since Lakeisha was the one that was dropping GPS trackers all around,
Yep.
that was the one that she had put on her vehicle. Is that the same one?
No, yeah, that's exactly it. Tiffany found it, knew it was probably from Keisha, and
Gotcha.
immediately went and dropped it on the principal's car. And then let everybody think it was Casey playing games with her. And now because everybody thinks that Casey is fucking with her, her boyfriend insists on, I'm checking your car every day at Auto Shop. We're putting it up on the lift and we're going through the car every time because we're not going to let him mess with you. And I let him do it.
Got it. That
So-
explains a whole lot of readings that just do not make sense.
Why does she
All
keep
right.
going to her teachers' houses? That's concerning. Why does she keep doing that? What's
Thank-
happening?
Or
Thank you for
like the
that
people
point of
that we don't
clarity.
like or people that have been really shitty to any of us, like our like high school drama bullshit. We throw it on
Yeah.
random cars and stuff. Whoever pisses her off, if they find one.
Okay.
But Jimmy's gonna back the car out. And
Nothing
park it,
made
and
sense.
then- yeah, we're teenagers. Um,
Yeah.
she's gonna wait for him to get out. She'll like kind of playfully grab at him for a minute, give him a kiss. They're talking like because he's been like one of the only people she's still talking to right now at the school. And he's been like real concerned about stuff. She's getting to the point that she knows she has to tell him about what's going on. So yeah, you probably watch her sit there and like kiss her boyfriend bye and like joke with him or whatever, smack him in the ass while he's walking to his truck, like just yell at him across the parking lot, just typical high school bullshit, and he'll get in his car and get ready to leave, and then she'll start throwing her bag and stuff in hers because they leave before the end of the day because senior privileges.
Okay, Percy's gonna just kind of start moving his way over, and probably as she's hopping in on her side, she hears the door on the other side open and close as he hops into the passenger seat. Hey,
Hi Percy.
how's it going?
Good. What are you doing here?
Yeah, he was being real handsy back there. Is that something like you guys talked about?
He's
Or-
my boyfriend.
Yeah,
it's
he could
fine.
be your boyfriend. Is it something you guys have talked about before? Is that like comfortable?
It's fine. I promise. It's
Okay.
comfortable for me. He's not doing anything I wouldn't let him do.
All right, better not.
He respects me a lot more than Casey did, put it that way.
Good. We know what happens to people who don't give you respect. I came to pick you up, but now it's kind of the opposite because you were getting in the car before I could like really get to you. So
Oh, do you want to drive?
I can. It
Are you
doesn't really.
sober?
Weirdly
Cade's,
enough,
like, waving
yeah.
from the car.
Oh, is that Kate? Hi, Kate. Oh, she must have given you a ride.
Yeah. Oh wait, hold on. Yeah, give me a sec. I'm gonna like slide out, run over to Kate's car, and go. You're good. We're just gonna handle something. I'm thinking maybe like 8 tonight. Show up at my place and we can talk with everybody.
Okay, fine, whatever.
But do you have somewhere else to be?
No,
Okay. Then
actually, Percy, not that you asked first.
are you
see you
okay?
tonight.
Okay.
Starts up the car again.
He'll jog back over and get in and go. I can't get a read on them. They're gonna show back up at my place tonight. Are you free tonight at 8, around 8ish?
I should be. The basketball game tonight's an away game, so I don't have to be there. So
Okay, cool. I think we should talk to your mother.
okay, sure.
It would be better to do it sooner than later because the longer that this goes on, the more complicated it's going to get and the easier it'll be for them to cause issues.
Sure. Mama was at the house this morning, but I didn't really see her. The kids were all running around getting ready for school. Daddy wasn't there and looks like he hasn't been there since yesterday morning. So I don't know what's going on.
Huh.
But if you want to talk to Mama, that's fine. We can go over. I mean, she's going to be pissed at me, I'm sure. She was probably real irritated if she saw me leave the house like this, but whatever. And she'll hop in the passenger side and toss you her keys.
Okay, yeah, they'll do like a musical chairs.
Yeah, it'll be like, oh, you're actually sober. Here are my keys. Let's go.
Yeah. Okay, good.
The engine's probably going to sound a little louder than usual. The guys tweaked it. They're having fun.
They tweaked it.
Yeah, they're playing with all this,
Yeah, well, I'll take a look at it later and make sure they didn't fuck anything up.
They didn't. The teacher's standing right there, and he's been a mechanic for 25 years.
Yeah, well, they always say that, but they never actually take an actual look or pay attention or whatever. Yeah, okay. Let's go. I didn't tell B. Fuck, I didn't think any of this through. Hold on.
You can call her from my house. Or, I mean, we can just run over. Her car's over in the teacher's lot.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Hold on, let me drive over there. I'll just drive over to the teacher's lot. And hopefully catch Bia.
If it's right after school, she's going to practice.
So they wait in the teacher's lot for no reason before. It's like, you know what? Now that I think about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they have softball practice today. She
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly.
Be done with school till like 6 o'clock. Then why don't you just call the school from my house or?
Yeah,
bring it back
well,
to your
yeah,
house
we
fast
should
enough?
hopefully have enough time for all right, let's just go.
Does
Let's
anyone
go.
have paper to put a note on her windshield?
Absolutely not. That would
I absolutely do, but I would not have thought about that. Tiffany's like,
love how Kate is over there.
Tiffany is so completely thrown off by the fact that Percy just showed the fuck up at school after not seeing him for a week, and now all of a sudden she's seen him twice in as many days.
Mm-hmm.
She's just not even thinking about it. She'll get halfway home and go, you know what? We should have fucking left a note on her car.
God, you're right. We should have done that. That would have been that would have been the real simple thing.
Probably
to
would have
do.
gotten fucked up though, because everything's still kind of wet from the snow.
I mean, I guess, but it would have been better than nothing.
Whatever, we can call it.
Yeah, hindsight 2020.
Well, just a bit like scribbled nonsense.
Yeah, as if there was
paper.
any fucking question that they were related in any way. They're both like, fuck yeah, we should have done that. Oh well, anyways. Okay, he'll drive to Laura's house.
My mom's being
All
naughty
right.
in the driveway.
Currently, there's nobody's home.
Does she generally have somewhere to be around this time?
No.
Huh.
You want to come in and get a drink? I'll make some coffee or some cocoa or something while we wait and see. Because, like, the kids get out of school in, like, 45 minutes. But normally, like, Nana or Papa get them. Normally, Nana will get them and bring them back over here. Or she'll have me go get them. But she hasn't had me getting them for a minute.
Yeah.
Weird question. Why was your car in the shop?
At the school?
Yeah.
So, you know, I mean, I'm the only one in the school that's got one. They're really going to be popular for a while. Everybody's kind of stoked about it. And Jimmy's got shops, so we rolled it in there a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
They found something, then I think it's a tracker from Lakeisha. But they were thinking that Casey was doing something to fuck with me because of everything going on with him. So I just let everybody think that for obvious reasons. They pulled it off and they put it on the principal's car. And now Jimmy's kind of paranoid and wants to check it every time that he has shop class, which is odd days. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday this week, Tuesday, Thursday next week. He checks it literally every day. I have study hall at the same times and they don't care because, you know, my grades don't warrant me having to stand around in study hall.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Good old game master, keeper.
Yes.
This is mostly Percy's paranoia at play. But could he
Which is
potentially
fine.
take a look at the house and try and read a bad situation?
Okay. You
Okay.
potentially can. No, my answers to you will vary on a few things. One will be your role, and one will be on how intrusive you are.
I think that he is, as they go in to get a drink, like Tiff was saying, he's just gonna look around, just observe. Basically, he's not like tossing the place or anything.
Yeah, you're just like going around, like checking around, like living room, dining room.
It is basically his thought process, if this helps at all, is she learned about magic and now she's missing. And there's a red flag going off in the back of his head and he hasn't connected any lines
Okay.
yet. But
All right. Please go ahead and roll for
okay.
roll for it and tell me your result, and you can ask me questions accordingly.
I'm never gonna level up. I'm not
We do love good rolls, though.
yeah, but then I don't ever get to level up. And I want to level up so bad. Okay, that is 11, 13, 14.
14. All right. So that's a 10 plus, so that you can usually ask me up to, I believe,
Yeah.
3
I'm
questions.
gonna swap. This is the
Three
first time I've
questions,
ever
and one
done
of them
this.
and they can be whatever he wants because it's above a 12.
Yeah, this is the first time
Yeah.
I've ever done this, but I'm swapping up my dice in hopes of rolling lower. Hold on. Okay,
I
here we go.
respect it, but wow.
Yeah, I want to level up. All right, I want experience. Also,
Now Jay's gonna buy some loaded dice, just like
I am
always
on
roll
record
one.
on my channel saying that the reason I love Bots of the Week so much is that you can roll and succeed and still have bad things happen. And I think that's awesome. But if you keep getting above 12, bad things don't happen. So
Or they do when you get out of them.
it's true. Okay.
Yeah.
For my read a bad situation, I may ask any question, and it can be 3 of them. Okay, I would like to ask, are there any dangers I haven't noticed? You know what? Actually, no, there
No.
aren't. Great. Then for my other question, what is Laura hiding?
The temptation to take my earbuds out because I want to know what I don't want to know.
That is a very good question. I mean, you haven't visited the bedroom, so you don't know certain things.
Okay.
What is Laura hiding?
I mean, I'm just going to put it out there. If he starts roaming around the house, I ain't going to stop him.
He doesn't even hide it. It's not even like let me just kind of. He just starts looking around. I feel like at this point he's weird enough that that's not a strange thing for him to do.
I don't think. Laura herself doesn't seem to be, from what you can gather around, without actually, seeing her, talking to her, or you don't really see anything that's hidden. I would say there might be like more dishes in the sink than usual, but that may be
Track
just
if
under the
Tiffany's not doing them.
fact that there's more dishes than usual. Do you expect? Because the person that usually doesn't do it, the person that usually does it hasn't been doing it. Yet the number of dishes doesn't add up to the amount of people that should be
Okay,
here.
so she hasn't been eating here either, or somebody hasn't. Okay.
There are less dishes than what should be there
Okay.
for the amount of days.
Question about rules. I can hold 3. Does that mean I can hold 1 question for later, or
You
I don't know how that works.
if you think about something within
but
the
if
scene,
the scene passes, it goes.
I will allow it.
All right, well then I'm gonna hold my last question and just sit down with Tiff and probably just for the first time, try and have actual small talk with her. I don't actually know how well that goes because Percy's terrible. Kate, shut the fuck up. I don't know how that goes because
Just trolling him.
as we've established, Percy's not good at small talk. But
Tiffany's gonna like make coffee. Gonna make a very big pot of very black coffee. And then like grab some snack food or something out of the fridge, like some cheese and crackers or something, and just like start putting it out. Be like, "You hungry?
Yeah, I could eat something.
You want a sandwich or something?"
Yeah, I actually haven't eaten at all. I got distracted talking with Cade and totally skipped lunch.
I am your kid.
Somebody should buy
Damn.
Percy
And
a
she starts
conversation for
making-
dummies for Christmas.
She starts making like a sandwich and grabs like some chips and whatever and sits it down for Percy, pours him a cup of coffee, grabs like a pop out of the fridge and like just sits down and kind of quasi snacks on something small because she still doesn't have much of an appetite. And be like,
Cool.
so this is weird.
mm-hmm.
I don't know where I don't know where mom is.
I don't either. You do the dishes here usually, right?
Yeah, usually.
Weird question. You ever come home and find like 2 cups of the same drink or 2 dishes with the same amount of food on them? Or
Sometimes, but I don't really pay attention to it. Why? Is there something up with the dishes? And she'll get up and go check the dishes.
I'll just wait and see what she sees.
Like if he points out there's
you
something up
see-
with the dishes, I'll start like looking at how many plates are there and
No, this is just for my own memory because y'all have a fucking like big family and shit. How many people are usually in that house?
including
Including
Tiffany, there are 2 actual adults and an adult age teenager, a 13-year-old, an 8-year-old, and a 3-year-old.
So that's
It's usually 6 people, but one of them is a toddler.
6 people?
6
Okay.
people, but one of them is a toddler, and Tiffany has not been eating with her family and washes her own dishes and puts them away.
Mhm.
So it should be food
There's-
for 5 for most meals.
There's
At least
probably the equivalent
dinners.
of like dishes for 3 to 4 people right now.
3 to 4 people. Okay. And I'm just like, yeah. I mean, at least they're scraping the plates so the sink doesn't stink, but I don't know why they're waiting for me to do them. I told Mama I wasn't doing her dishes for her anymore.
yeah, and you're not gonna have to do dishes at. Well, that's not true. We'll figure out a chore chart or
Yeah,
something.
we need to figure out that.
We'll be honest. Bia usually does them.
No, I'm not concerned about the dishes. I'm concerned about where I'm gonna sleep.
We can figure that out. That's fine.
Because like
There's
kind of have access to my money now, so I can like buy furniture. I just need to know how big the room I'm staying in is.
You don't have to buy furniture. We will get that taken care of. That is not something you have to worry about.
Okay. I'm not gonna argue it, but I figure we're gonna end up splitting time between here and there, but
Yeah.
oh, I hope you don't mind. I gave April your phone number just in case she needs me.
April. Okay.
The 8-year-old.
Why does she need my number?
In case she needs me and I'm not here.
Got it.
Because I'm probably gonna be at your house.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. That's totally okay.
I want to make sure that I don't want her to feel like I'm abandoning her.
That's sweet. Okay.
Somebody's got to look out for the kid.
I can help with that if you'd like.
Awesome. She'll like you. You ain't gonna
That's-
force her to wear dresses when she wants to wear jeans.
Why the fuck would you wear a dress if you want to wear jeans? Why the fuck would you wear jeans if you want to wear a dress? What the fuck you want? That doesn't make
And I
sense.
just look at him for a minute and I go, Mama.
Yeah, speaking of which, where is she?
I don't
You
know.
can't
And
just
she'll
sit
walk
here
over and
forever.
grab the phone. I don't have the prop on me. I'm sorry. I will go call my grandma. I'm gonna call Papa and Nana's house.
All right. Your grandma picks up.
Hi, Nana.
Oh, hi, it's been a while. You don't call me
Yeah.
anymore.
Have you talked to Mama lately?
Well, she's supposed to swing by later.
Yeah, did you pick up the kids from school today?
Oh, yes, they're here with me.
Okay. Mama's not home. I was wondering if she was over there.
Not yet. Have you looked at
Have
the
you
address
talked to
there,
her in like the
or
last week?
have you talked to her in the last week?
No, I have not been talking to her. I'm wondering if she told you what happened.
And there's a moment of silence, like, there's something that I should know.
Can I walk
Nana,
up
I found out about Percy.
behind Tiff? Yeah, I just lean on the
yes,
counter.
that I know.
Oh, she did tell you that I found out about Percy.
Yeah.
Okay. Papa know? I'm assuming if you know, he knows.
Oh, he knows.
Daddy didn't come home last night.
That doesn't surprise me.
So I don't know what's going on. Daddy ain't talked to me since I found out, and Mama's not really talking to me because she's pissed at me, and it's just a lot right now. So I was hoping she was going to be home because Percy wants to talk to her. Because I'm assuming they have
Well,
a
I
lot
know
to
she's
talk
supposed
about.
to come here.
Well, do you want us to come over
I know
there?
She's supposed to come here a bit later.
Do you know what time?
I'm not sure yet, but I know she told me that she had a few things to do and a few errands to do, and
Well, I mean, maybe she come home or
it's
whatever.
probably gonna
But,
be after supper time.
oh, it's going to be after dinner. Oh, if it's going to be after dinner,
Probably.
can we come over for dinner?
No, give me the phone. Give me the phone. Give me the phone.
No.
Give me-
When
give
you
me the
say
phone.
we,
Let me-
Like,
Let me.
Dinner's at like 5, right?
how many people should I
No,
expect?
we can't make dinner tonight. Give me the phone.
Is he going to like yank the phone out?
Yeah, he's gonna try and like pull the phone away.
She'd be like,
Get-
Dad, what?
Jack- Hi, it's Percy.
So, how do you like your potatoes?
It's very sweet of you, but we cannot make dinner tonight. Look, could you tell Laura to just phone my house when she gets a chance? Tiff needs someplace to stay. She can't stay here if no one's ever gonna be here, so she'll be staying with me.
Okay, I'll pass
Thank
the
you.
message
You
along,
are
and I'll see if you're a plate if you swing by.
your doll as always. Thank you. Do you want to say bye to Tiff before I hang up?
That would be
Okay,
the nice thing
alright,
to do.
Nana, will you make a plate for me and Percy and we'll run by, or I'll run by and grab some if he's
Well,
not
that's-
going to come in for dinner.
That's what I was telling him.
Nana, I love you. It has been a really difficult
Has he
week.
been eating a lot lately?
No,
Like last time I seen him, he was so tiny.
I know. We'll feed him, I promise.
Okay, just make sure that he eats.
I will.
That young man needs his food.
Yeah, he does. Okay, I love you. I will try to swing by and grab a plate. Tell the kiddos that I'm probably not gonna be home tonight. And please tell Mama to just fucking call Percy or come over or something. At some point, she has to talk to
I
me.
will. Did you want to say bye to your grandpa?
Papa's home and not at the dealership?
They took day off today.
Okay, yeah, sure. Hi, Papa. She's 18 and on the phone with her
You can
grandparents.
hear-
Leave her be.
Hi. You can hear like yelling hi from background.
Hi, Papa. I love you. Waiting to see
I
if he
love you
says
too.
anything.
Now get over here. Because he's like running probably after your siblings.
All right, I love you, Nana. I'll talk to you later.
It's like it's become like that conversation to like all sort of chaos in the background.
Mm-hmm. And she just waits and she's like waiting for Nana to say bye. And she's like, bye, click. Percy,
Well, has a question.
my
Iconic.
grandparents love you.
Iconic.
Can we please like just swing by and grab a plate of food? They eat really early. You said we didn't need to be back to your place till like 8.
I know, but there is a chance if we do that, we run into your mother. And I will not be having this conversation in front of your siblings.
That's fine. I can always run over there and get it and just come back here or run it to your house.
That's fine. I will not be coming in. Okay.
That's fine. You
You
don't have to come in. I just said we were going to pick up a plate.
Good. Just the last time I had any sort of food with your. I shot the ham the last time that happened. Okay. So we're not doing that again.
I mean, Thanksgiving was a hot mess, but nobody remembers it. So,
Oh, I feel like there's.
except for us, which is really weird.
Honestly, Percy grows really quiet at that and goes, let's just get it and head back to my place so that we can be there for Cade. They're gonna need some support tonight, okay?
Okay. I mean, it's 4:00. You want to give it like the hour? We'll watch some TV or something and then run over to Nana and Papa's and then run back to your place.
Fine, yes. Just don't let me forget to call my place and let Orbia know where we are. I'm so
I
bad
pick
at...
the phone back up and call the school and ask.
She's getting practice. She's not...
It's fine.
Okay.
I will ask whoever's at the front desk, because the people stay at the front desk till super late. It'd be like, can you please let Ms. Carter know that that people are going to be late coming home? She'll know what it means.
All right.
Thank you. Click.
While she's doing that, I'm going to pull out my pager, which I only use for one fucking reason. I'm going to let Lakeisha know, come to my place by 8. It's important.
Lakeisha's got a question actually
Perfect.
for
Yeah.
So, question: how many cars, how many vehicles are in that household?
Depending on the day, anywhere from 3 to 6.
Okay, but one.
My
car
dad works for a car
each?
dealership. We go through cars like we go through water.
Sure. So at least one vehicle for him and for your mom.
Yeah, my mom has a BMW, but she usually keeps it locked up in the garage or parked behind me. And then, like, my dad goes through cars like water.
Great. I would love to point out that because Lakeisha and crew were there for that lovely Thanksgiving fiasco that happened, might I ask our keeper, especially after she just got chewed out about the long list of GPS trackers that she's been running around.
Oh, the one on my
and-
mom's car is gone. As
G-
soon as Tiffany found out there was one on hers, she went and took the one off of her mom's and tossed it in Casey's.
That is interesting, and hopefully
Tiffany
not
doesn't like being
unfortunate.
watched without her consent.
Hopefully that will not be an unfortunate decision, but just what I wanted to know. Thank you.
If it's on any of my
Perfect.
dad's, she doesn't
All
give a
right.
shit. He gets demos. He brings home
All
new
right.
cars all the time.
Did you also take it off of her,
So-
did she also take it off of her mother's car though? Or
That's
did
what I
she
just
find
said.
it?
I took the one off my mother's.
That's what you just said.
Okay.
I took
But
the one off my
on-
mom's. I
Yeah.
left the one on my dad's.
on her dad's. Got
But her dad switches cars all the time, so it's very
Perfect.
likely that that car has been sold and somebody is driving around town with a GPS that they don't know about.
Look, it would not be the weirdest shit. All right, so that done. Eventually you will finish your day's work. Like you said, you're gonna finish your day's work and paperwork, and you receive that message from Percy. Percy and Tiff, you will get hopefully plates from Nana's house because she worked very hard on making food and giving you extra food. So you better enjoy it, you ungrateful fuck.
It's a
Tiffany would
complicated
have run in the
relationship.
house and
okay?
give everybody a hug and kiss and would have like run up to Papa and been like, I'm
Yeah.
sorry I haven't talked to you. I know now. I get it now. I'm going to be at Percy's house later tonight and probably
Wow.
staying there on and off for a minute. And I'll just grab the food and run. And it's probably not plates. She's sending us home with like Tupperwares full of food, like more than enough to feed everybody in the group.
Oh
at
yeah,
one time.
yeah.
She heard she was sending home plates and made
Yes,
enough
she
for
think
20
that-
people. She's that.
Yeah,
girl.
because she thinks that Percy's too skinny.
Mhm.
During all that time, Kay, did you go back home at all? Because I don't know if you were waiting outside, like just following Percy along on this track, or did you just like
Yeah.
go back home because you
I
have
don't
your own
think they'd
vehicle?
stay outside of Percy's house that long. They probably went and got food somewhere, maybe popped by the record store and just kind of hung around
Yeah.
there for a bit until it was time to head back to Percy's.
Your boss, like, when you see you like go back by the record store, like, oh, by the way, somebody came by and was apparently looking for you. So
Somebody was looking for me.
yeah, young girl, I don't know, about your age.
Uh-huh. Did she say what she wanted?
No, she's just like asking if you were around, and I said no, but she should be around. I don't know, sometime today. Like, should I have like taken like a message or something? I'm not like I'm not your,
No,
like,
I was
look,
just
kid,
asking.
I love
if-
you very much. Like, I'm just not your secretary. Like, I don't take notes unless people like read this file for
I was just
emergency.
seeing if she had said anything else. It's no big deal. I'm gonna.
I mean, she seemed a bit concerned about shit, but I don't know. I mean, I
concerned
don't
how.
pry into people's life. I don't know, like, I'm not a psychiatrist. I don't read people. And I'm gonna admit, like, this new customer right now, when she came by, I was pretty fucking high.
As opposed to.
Mildly
Fair
high.
enough.
It's wearing off right now. That's why I remember it.
That's fair enough. Well, thanks for letting me know. I'll see if I run into them again.
Do you have like a girlfriend stalker situation that I should be aware of?
No, that's not.
The government
No.
watching you.
I don't think so. Like, I should probably ask Lakeisha about that.
Don't trust the government.
You know, they're watching us. They're watching our every move. They refuse to put cameras in the store, which is weird. You're lucky we live in a small town.
That's why I don't have a phone
Yeah,
at my
that's
home.
Also,
Look, I'm just being reasonable here.
oh yeah, whatever makes you comfortable.
All right. Well, see you tomorrow for work. You're working tomorrow, right? He's like looking for his
No, I'm
schedule
working
and shit.
tomorrow. I don't
Trying to remember what it
don't
is.
open, but I work tomorrow.
Okay, good. Oh yeah, am I opening tomorrow? And you can see it's just like going in this like own train of thought. Like,
It'll take that opportunity to kind of like slip away.
as you should. All of you, like about around 8 o'clock at night, it's already very, very dark out there, are at Percy's house. I mean, you don't even need to cook because you have leftover galore.
Oh yeah, Tiffany is like laying
Um,
out plates and getting stuff out to serve people dinner because Nana sent in more than enough for all of us to eat. There's like baked
Yeah.
chicken and mashed potatoes and green beans and homemade
Yeah.
rolls and probably like corn on the cob. Nana knows how to cook.
Percy's just gonna stop by Bia real quick and be like, tried to talk to Laura. She wasn't home. Marital issues.
That's weird. Wonder what's going on there.
Probably that, they have to address the fact that their daughter isn't theirs. But we'll talk about that later.
Yeah. You got cold meds around here?
You got a cold?
Why the hell you think I sound like this?
That's just how I sound in the mornings. Hold on. I got some cold meds. He's gonna
It's
go.
8 p.m.
He's gonna bring her some whiskey.
Oh my god.
And just set it
She
down.
absolutely has banged thrown the kettle on the stove to make tea and just turns around and sees it.
There you go.
We are way too close to Kentucky here. All right. And she goes ahead and pours a couple dashes into the mug.
Yeah, it's for a hot toddy. That it helps. I don't actually have any. Maybe I can go check the basement. Just
It's fine. It's fine.
no, I'll go check. We gotta get you taken care of. Give me a call when Kate gets here. Okay. All right. Bye.
Yeah, all right.
I'll go check the basement to see if I have anything in the first aid kit at all.
I mean, it's probably like an old bottle of that is way dusty. That
Yeah, I bring her like the
expired.
like the
years ago.
Resident Evil first aid med you find in the basement that's been there for who knows how long. Perfect.
Yeah.
Yep.
Know exactly what you're talking about. Which is great.
For sure.
All right, so everybody's home ish.
Yeah, but we've gathered in
Yeah.
my house again.
So, Percy, why did you gather the congregation? Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
word, right? Here.
Can I gather everybody around the table? And I have like this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
one
And I have like
table,
this stack
right?
of papers, and I'm gonna look at it for a long moment, flip through it, and see how much of the handwriting is Cade's and not mine. And then just like kind of bring it all together. And go, Cade, you want to do this?
Where should I start? Just from yesterday?
Yeah, just run them through everything you ran me through.
All right, take the paper. Long story short, yesterday before I came over and the whole light pole thing happened, I met this group of people about my age, and I don't know, one of them came up to me and was asking about things in the town and said, "Oh, see you later," and walked off. And I got a glance at their buddies, and one of them is the creature that we killed. I wasn't 100% sure though when I saw it, so I didn't say anything. But later that night, I went to the bar that I had mentioned, and they were there, and one of their friends was missing since around the same time.
So, wait a minute. You met somebody at the bar last night? Tiffany is completely saturated.
Tiff,
So we're dealing
What?
with the whole group.
this is a
That
problem.
might be like that.
Yeah, there are more of what we fought
I
through.
don't know. I don't know.
But to be clear, they're not necessarily hostile. I mean, obviously the one
No.
we killed was, but we don't know if it's because the animal side takes over or if because they need to eat and have a. We have no idea what these things are.
We got some idea, I think.
Enough
At
of
least a
one.
base. But
But they're people. They're not like the other things we've been hunting. They're not a fucking mutant ham. I didn't expect to
Yeah.
reference that in two times in one day, but here we are. These are people, at least some portion, enough to be able to have a conversation with Cade and go out to the bar. Wait, hold on. You went out to the bar with them? No, hold on. I get it now. You went to the bar?
no, we're not.
I just stopped
sidetracking on
by a
that.
bar because they had mentioned they were going to be there, and they said, "See you there." So I felt weird not showing up.
But they were.
It's called having a social life, Percy. Maybe
I'm
you've
not-
heard of it.
Okay.
I was just
Social
being
life
nosy,
is
Kate.
fine,
I'm
but
sorry.
to that
Anyway,
point-
so what you're telling us is we killed this new
Like-
friend of yours, friend, or new acquaintance of yours, friend.
I guess that's what it sounds like. They mentioned staying in town a little longer, and then today, when I stopped by the record store, apparently she had been there looking for me, and she seemed concerned. This was after I left you, Percy.
Oh. Well,
Did
see,
you
Listen,
call her?
there's
Did
having
you
a
have way
social
to call
life,
her?
but
I
That
don't have her number.
okay. First of all, Bea, I know what having a social life is. I choose not to have one. Second of all, the reason I was pointing that out is because they're interested in you for a reason, right? And if they're checking up on you, I mean, it's been a long fucking time since I've been in the dating scene, but that seems real fast, right?
I
3-day
wouldn't know.
thing.
Percy, you know nothing about girls.
Oh, wait, it was a. I mean, that's fine. I just.
no, they're trying to make you feel awkward. Listen, there's a dividing line between social life and potential situation that you walk into by yourself that could have gone a totally different way, and none of us would have known about it. So
First, Kate is the most protected person in the group.
Yeah, we've established this.
listen, all I know is that it's fine. You handled yourself. I'm not saying you didn't handle yourself, but the real situation is in front of us now. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
Eh.
okay, I can't believe I'm the one saying this, but there's no use in being that paranoid. Okay? Cade knows how to take care of themselves. We all do. It's best if we're all together, but we're allowed to not live life as if the entire world's going to collapse around us, Keish. All right? So there's no need to track everybody, okay?
about that. Hey, Tiff.
Is the government tracking us?
That's a good question, Keish.
That
is
is
the
a
government
really
tracking
good
us?
question, Keish.
But the
So, Tiff, question
Hmm.
for you. Yeah. Do you have a tendency to go to Mrs. Fletcher's house once or twice a week at around 5 p.m. Yeah, that's what I thought. So here's the thing.
calculus teacher?
No, she's not my calculus teacher. She might be calculus for like the regular class, but she's not the honors teacher.
She's a calculus teacher.
She ain't mine.
And I found the activity weird because, of course, by now, pretty much I've been tracking all of you. But
Yeah.
that's number
Yeah, I
one.
noticed. That's why I pulled the tracker off my car.
Why would you do such a thing?
Is that how you
Because
found me
consent
yesterday?
exists.
You tracked Cade too?
Oh yeah, Lakeisha was there. Lakeisha popped up at one point.
So I can guess you probably got trackers on all of our cars. Me, Bea,
Okay.
everybody.
Okay, we can talk about this one later.
No,
we should
I
probably
need to
talk about
talk-
this because I found one in my mom's car too.
yeah,
We can talk about this now.
I feel
can
like
talk
we
about this
should.
right now. It's fine to talk about it right now. Listen, I've got a job to do, right?
Oh, I've heard that one
On the
before.
surface, well, then you of all people should know that because I have that job I've been asked to do, that's why the trackers are in place. This is nothing personal. At least
That's heard that
part
one
is
too.
not personal.
No offense, Lakeisha, but that's really personal to track where we're going and not let us know and no consent or anything like that. Like if I wanted somebody to look out for me, I'd ask my dad.
Don't bother with it, Tiff. I thought that she had figured this out the first time. Yeah, she doesn't really separate personal business and business. So, listen, Keish, I get that you're trying to do your job, but I thought that we had talked about this one, and it's clear that you're not respecting boundaries at all. So what else have you done?
First off, I don't need to answer that question, but I will answer the one about the tracking.
So you're
The
only going to
whole
answer the one that you
reason-
got caught for.
Yeah.
She turns to Kay very slowly. My dear, fine. You know, if I'm the one in the group that has to be the sensible one, that's fine. But
You're the
make no
sensible one by not trusting us
It's not
after
just-
everything we've been through.
You're the sensible
not
one
just
by
you.
stalking a teenager?
No, not stalking, monitoring.
6 of one, half a dozen of the other. I didn't give you permission to trace my car.
I didn't ask you for your permission.
You
I
have
was
to
given a
have my
job.
permission.
Not in my job, dear.
Yeah, well,
That's not how this works.
good luck trying to put a tracker on it again. I have it checked 3 times a week. Kate, if you want it taken off of your car, I promise you we can get it taken off your car.
No, I can find it.
Here's the
That's
thing.
fine.
Here's the thing. In times such as this, you know, you may feel the way that you feel about Big Brother breathing down your neck. What none of you understand is that you're not the only ones being tracked. And you don't have a boss like mine. So I don't answer to any of you. But here's the thing. What started as a job went beyond that. And maybe I actually give a shit what happens each and every single week. You know, if I hear that you're having trouble finding somebody, certainly
What are
wouldn't
you
have been
talking
an
about?
issue. Certainly would have been an issue had a certain tracker been kept where it's supposed to have been.
I
Yeah,
don't know
one
what the
of my
fuck you're talking
trackers-
about. I'm not having trouble finding anyone. I don't know what you're talking about.
Are you talking about Laura?
Fine.
I didn't see my mom this afternoon. The fuck? Like, no one gives a shit. I don't see my mom in the afternoons most days. That's pretty normal. What are you talking about?
Not
Or do you
everybody.
know something that happened to my mom that I don't? In which case, you really can't be trusted and need to get the fuck away from me.
I don't know what's happened to your mom because the tracker that I placed on her car ended up on a junker that went to the impound recently. So
Yeah, I know. I'm the one who put it there. You're not
Yeah.
following me and my family. That's not your job. We're monster hunters. You're not stalking me and my family. Unless, of course, you're going to tell me right now that the agency thinks I'm a monster, in which case I have a very real problem with you wanting to work with me.
You can have that opinion if you want. All I know is that with the combined aspects, powers, I don't know what you want to call it, that revolve around this group, you want me as the one monitoring you. Because let me tell you something else. A lot of the colleagues that I work with are not that caring about who is placed in front of them as a job. I, at the very least, after all that we've been through, yes, I give a shit about each and every one of you. But I'm telling you, the old boys network that I have to go into work with every damn day does not give a shit about anybody else.
Why didn't you just
so you
tell
want
us?
me?
Yeah, but you could have been honest about it. You got sneaky and did the whole stalkery weirdo behavior as opposed to just telling us, hey, there's some people that want to keep tabs on you. Is it cool if I put a tracker on your car just to keep them shut up? But did you do that?
I'm an agent. That's not what we do.
No, it's never what you've done. Quiche, could we? You know what? No. I think everybody deserves to hear this. You have always been an agent. You have always put your job above everybody else. So do not bring this bullshit about caring about us all of a sudden, because you tried that once and I got burned. All right?
I have not always been an agent. And you want to know something?
Oh, please tell me.
I haven't always been an agent. Before I was an agent, I was a daughter.
Yeah?
I was a daughter with a father that got screwed over by said agent. What? I gave up years of my life, to infiltrate them from the inside. You don't know what I've been through. You have no clue. Nor should you have to. I don't put that fucking burden on anybody else.
Oh, yes, you did.
I don't.
You
so
did.
If I don't come out.
You want to talk about losing years of your life? I tried to work with you. I tried to get close with you, and I lost my job. I lost my respect, and now I'm having a fight to keep my daughter. You want to talk about what we've all been through? Do you want to know what Tiff's been through, what Bia's been through, what Kay's been through? We all know what it's fucking like. And I tried to let you back in. I tried to trust you, and you started tracking everybody else. You want to have secrets, that's fine, because every single one of us got fucking skeletons in our closet, but we all decided to keep the same closet. Why do you have a different one?
Because I didn't expect to even care about you guys. Like,
if you cared
Also-
about me at all, you would never have tracked me. I've made it clear for day one, I don't like being watched. You lied to me the same way everybody else for 18 years has lied to me. If you gave one iota of a shit about me, you wouldn't have been lying too. And Tiff gets up and walks down into the basement. She goes down to the lore library. She's going to go like work on homework or something.
Lakeisha, I'm going to say this once. I forgave you once. I understand what you're saying. I do. I get doing what you believe is best. But if you, at all, want to care about us, you need to reevaluate your fucking life decisions. And I'll follow Tiff back down into the basement.
Lakeisha takes a moment, nods at no one in particular. Is Cade still there?
Yeah.
Looks over at Cade and says, yes, in answer to your question, I knew where you were because I tracked you. But make no mistake. Like I said, if it's not me monitoring all the rest of you, it's somebody else. You don't want somebody else. You tell him that too. And Lakeisha leaves.
Question for you, Cade. How does Cade feel about the situation? Of what is your potential personal betrayal? What may be almost seen as almost wickedness towards you? How does Cade feel?
It is sad.
How much anger does Kate feel?
Some anger, but I think over and over again, every time she tries to feel angry, she gets flooded with this feeling of, again, I don't belong. And that, I think, sort of takes over the anger to a point where she's currently just kind of staring into space. But it's like an overwhelming sadness.
Could you roll me just a general cool roll?
Yeah. I can.
Wow, 2 hours in and we're finally rolling dice. Good.
To be fair,
job.
I rolled once. I rolled
Okay,
once.
okay. I was just gone then.
Oh yeah, you missed my complaint about rolling above 12 yet again and never leveling up.
I had to roll 2, and I didn't roll great.
Okay.
I didn't roll enough to get experience
Sorry,
either.
too many tabs up. I'm back. There you are. Sorry, I was trying to figure out what my cool is. I should probably put it on. So I have a Notion that has a lot of my character
Actually,
information.
very
I should
cool.
probably put,
I have a Notion
my
that's
stats
got
on
all
there.
my stuff too. It's great. Notion is so good for that.
I mean, it's kind of an important part of the game.
Actually,
I don't know why my stats aren't on there.
if I could just ask the keeper to retract this roll and not do this, that'd be great.
Hello, keeper.
That's going to be a 5.
Right.
Do I mark
5?
points?
I would say so. Yes, please do.
Okay.
No. It's important to, in moments like this, where feelings get a bit
Mhm.
elevated. Just frustration, betrayal, anger, all sorts of mixed feelings. That the being with whom you have a strong bond was partially there to protect you, to help you, and sometimes may ask a few things of you. Is also a being whose duty, hell, is to, well, in part, punish people that steal, that are various wicked people. And people that deal in some shape or form in what one could consider dishonest dealing. I'm not sure how much you want to control the darkness that is currently emanating from you, from that frustration, from Andromalius allowing you to tap into the darkest corner.
I mean, I rolled a 5.
Now you have to remember that you rolled a 5 on that roll.
Yeah, I did.
Regardless, things are not going to be very pretty. Because I want to give you this sense of agency. How messy do you want to make things to be? That's a problem with having some, demon pack, y'all. Sometimes dark shit happen when you get a bit ticked off by shit.
Yay. I'll say honestly that, in an agency sense, when I trust my keeper or game master, then I'm okay with kind of giving that away in a sense in certain situations. So.
Okay.
That's such a good answer, but also, why would you do that?
Because it's more fun.
All right.
I'm fully here for it. Do it.
Yep. Here for it.
Okay, do you have a just general list of your abilities available for me that I could
Don't give it to him. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Oh,
Do it.
not
Oh,
adding
you mean these-
not adding
you
that
mean
might
these-
just
find
make
it.
things more interesting.
You mean these?
Oh, I haven't updated Roll20 in
marshmallow men?
forever.
No.
Those must be the stats you need.
Am I
Yeah.
here?
Because I do believe you do have, like, there are some magical ability that, well, one of them you did, like, write to me in one of our private conversation. But I do believe you probably have a few more, or some more that maybe on a varying degree of how unpleasant things may be. Also, who's in that room still?
I think it's just Bia.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. And Lakeisha is like walking away.
Yes.
All right. Yeah. Bia, you would notice like the lights are getting quite dim as we speak. Oh, thank you, dear. I appreciate it.
Go ahead. Enjoy.
Go ahead, wreck your day. Oh.
Or rather, Recklacutious.
Oh.
Meanwhile, Tiffany's down in the basement pulling books on European folklore because she's got a paper she's got to finish for European history.
There's some fun shit on your sheet.
Allow me to fill in that DM maniacal laughter for you.
I have something I want to say, but I'm actually gonna wait. I might be holding on to a secret because I think everyone forgot.
Yeah. So under okay, there's not something that is shown in as picked in your current move. The one about cast the bone. You
Oh
know
yeah,
what
that
I'm
one is
talking
picked.
about here.
I've cast the bones. Is it not checked?
Oh no, above.
Oh, above cast the bones. Oh
cast.
yeah. You mean burn everything?
Called burn everything. Yes. As the room is getting much darker, which is noticeable for everybody here, even if you're leaving the room. Lakeisha, you cannot help but feel this very uncomfortable burning sensation as shadowy flame seems to be just crawling on your back.
Oh,
You immediately take 3 harm.
shit. Ah! Yeah.
And as you turn, all you can see is mostly dark. A very angry snake figure slithering to the shadow, looking right at you. And that is where we will pick up next time.
What?
Oh my god.
The gasp. I gasped.
Look.
We have reached find out times 10.
Look,
Consequences.
Look, I already had a name for this episode because I had a
That is
feeling kind of where it was
why
going to
I
go, and
asked
it's still going to fit.
question about big feelings and big things, and how to keep your cool. With a 5, it's not gonna do
It's
it.
not. No, it's
No,
not.
that's not gonna. Oh no.
And
It's okay because
the
I have a
thing
feeling.
that is
I have a feeling I know where Cade was going.
connected to you sometimes takes a bit over.
Would a question for the keeper? Would it be possible? Because I'm the professional. Would it be possible to use my luck? Would I have a moment to, as you described her feeling that uncomfortable feeling? Would she be able to mark off a luck to avoid that harm, or are we saving that as cliffhanger?
That is
That's gonna
that is
be
something I may have to. I don't think there's any really. I will think about that one and get
Fair.
back to you.
Mhm.
But for now, mark your tree harm, which is not buffered by any means by any
Mhm.
sort of armor.
Understood.
I have my
Yeah,
microphone set
that's
to
where
only
we're
pick up
gonna
things
know
close
being
to the
next
mic.
time.
That's how loud my
Yeah.
dogs are being right now.
I mean,
Yeah.
Jay wanted monsters,
yeah,
right?
I didn't realize the
Yeah,
monster was going to be the
monster.
friends we made along the way. So,
Yes.
The monster are the friends made along the way.
god damn it, I can't shoot this monster.
No.
So good.
But
Oh.
I appreciate that you gave me the option on that, and like, I was like, all right, how much like should you want sir? You get like you want the agency or do you
Have
go
fun.
wild with it? And I appreciate it. You did.